Nina Dobrev, the effervescent star whose charm lit up screens in The Vampire Diaries, has found solace in the sun-drenched shores of Mexico, marking her inaugural Thanksgiving away from the familiar rhythms of her past relationship. Amidst the turquoise waves and golden sands, she exudes a radiant confidence, slipping into a striking black and white striped bikini that hugs her form with effortless allure. Paired with oversized sunglasses that shield her eyes from both the glare and perhaps a few lingering glances, Dobrev appears reborn in this tropical idol, surrounded by a cadre of close friends who form her chosen family for the holiday. The images capture a woman in full bloom, her lithe silhouette framed against the endless horizon as she soaks in the restorative power of the ocean. At one juncture, she's spotted shouldering a massive beach umbrella with the casual strength of someone unburdened, a chilled beverage dangling from her free hand like a talisman of leisure. The halter-style bikini, with its daring thong bottoms that leave little to the imagination, showcases multiple facets of her poise, front, side, back, each angle a testament to her unapologetic embrace of the moment. It's a visual symphony of liberation, where every curve and contour tells a story of renewal rather than regret. Later, emerging triumphantly from the surf alongside a companion, water cascading from her skin like liquid diamonds, Dobrev's laughter seems to echo across the beach. This isn't staged glamour, it's the unfiltered joy of reconnection with nature and self, a deliberate choice to prioritize healing over heartache. The resort setting, with its swaying palms and rhythmic tide, provides the perfect backdrop for introspection and indulgence, allowing her to shed the weight of recent upheavals and step into a narrative of her own design. This getaway arrives on the heels of a profound personal pivot: the dissolution of her engagement to Shaun White, the Olympic snowboarding legend whose prowess on the halfpipe once mirrored the highs of their shared life. Announced just 2 months prior, the split was framed not as a fracture but as a fork in the road, navigated with mutual affection and profound respect. Insiders painted a picture of two souls whose paths, once intertwined, began to diverge under the pressures of divergent dreams. For White, the Beijing 2022 Winter Games marked not just a fourth-place finish in the men's halfpipe but the capstone to a glittering career, ushering in visions of domestic bliss, marriage, fatherhood, the quiet anchors of legacy. Dobrev, ever the artist in ascent, found herself at a crossroads where professional ambition clashed with personal milestones. Shaun is retired and has had his last Olympics. He was very ready for marriage and kids and all that comes from that, a confidant revealed, highlighting the Olympian's eagerness to pivot from adrenaline-fueled slopes to the steady rhythm of family life. Yet, for the 36-year-old actress, the siren call of her craft proved irresistible. Her career, a mosaic of roles from supernatural heartthrobs to grounded dramas, demanded exploration, expansion, opportunities that a premature pause for parenthood might eclipse. This tension wasn't born of malice but of mismatched timelines, a common refrain in relationships where one partner's summit signals another's ascent. White's post-athletic pursuits veered toward entrepreneurship, building empires beyond the snow, while Dobrev's gaze remained fixed on the silver screen, chasing narratives that challenge and captivate. Nina was on board but also very interested in seeing where her acting career was going to go, as that was and is very important to her, the source elaborated. The strain, subtle at first, grew into an impasse, exacerbated by the isolation of their pandemic-forged bond in 2020, a time when external worlds shrank and internal worlds expanded in unpredictable ways. What began as a whirlwind romance amid global lockdowns blossomed into a deep companionship, culminating in White's romantic proposal in October 2024. Photos from that sunlit moment, petals carpeting the ground, rings glinting like promises, captured a fairy tale interlude. She said yes, ring infinity. He announced, the infinity symbol a nod to eternity. Dobrev echoed the sentiment with her own post, RIP boyfriend, hello fiancé, ring infinity, a playful farewell to singledom. Yet, beneath the romance lay the seeds of divergence, as the couple grappled with visions of future that, while aligned in ideals, diverged in immediacy. They were smart enough to get out now while they still are young and while they still can move on from each other without any baggage, the insider reflected, underscoring the maturity that defined their parting. It was a decision steeped in love, not loss, a recognition that forcing convergence could erode the very connection that once thrilled. For Dobrev, this meant reclaiming agency, channeling the energy of closure into creative fuel. Her post-split appearances, from yacht escapades in Sardinia to this Mexican retreat, signal not rebound but rebirth, a deliberate curation of joy in solitude and solidarity. Whispers of new sparks, like her cozy yacht moments with Zac Efron, added intrigue but were swiftly dispelled. When pressed by outlets, Dobrev demurred with a laugh, clarifying that such encounters were platonic, rooted in friendship rather than flirtation. This boundary setting speaks volumes about her post-engagement ethos. Intentional connections over impulsive ones, depth over distraction. Efron, a fellow Disney alum whose career mirrors her own blend of blockbusters and indies, represents the camaraderie of shared industry trenches, not a hasty replacement.